Canada or America? Which one is better and why?
People are always comparing Canada and America, and we have the privilege to be living in Canada, the land of the beavers, and we also have family members who live in America.
After doing tons of research and asking our family members in America, here's the top 3 reasons why Canada is better than America.
And the top 3 reasons why America is better than Canada. Let's get into it.
Hi, my name is Bassem.
And my name is Razan. Welcome to the last stop.
Let's start with Canada. Why Canada is better than America? Now, number 1 on our list is the healthcare system. As you know, the healthcare system in Canada is mostly free. So if you want to see a family doctor, a specialist, you want to do a surgery, emergency, it's all free. However, when it comes to medications and dental care, it's not free. So we made a video about the healthcare system in Canada. If you didn't watch it, please pause this video and go watch it. There's tons of information about the healthcare system in Canada in that video.
Number 2, paternity leave. So Canada is actually known to having one of the best paternity leaves in almost the whole world. The government will actually pay the mother 55% of her earnings in the last 600 hours that she had worked before she went on paternity leave. So the way that it works is that, let's say, for example, the government decides to give you $10,000. Of course, there is a limit for how much money you can get. I will put the details in the description below so you could check it out and see what the requirements are and if you're eligible for it or not. But just very quick, in a brief way, the government, let's say, for example, they decide to give you $10,000. So you can choose to divide that $10,000 in 12 months or 18 months.
The reason we use the term paternity here, because even the dad, he can take the time off to stay with the baby.
But here's something that probably no one has ever told you. So when I went on my mat leave, you have to basically, the mat leave starts right when you give birth. But let's say, for example, when I was 35 weeks pregnant, I was dying. It was a lot. I was working full time, I had a house to take care of, and it was just a lot. And I did have a very difficult pregnancy. Now, something that they don't tell you is that you can actually apply for sick leave before you apply for your mat leave, and the government will also pay you for that. So all you need to do is ask your employer to give you a T4, and then write on the T4 that you need to take leave off because of sickness or illness. And then you go to your doctor and your gynecologist, and you tell them you need a sick note to let the government know that you are unable to work. Your doctor just needs to write that, yes, this person is sick and unable to work, and then you send that off to the government, and then they would pay you up to 12 weeks before you start your mat leave, so you can actually start getting money from the government. And this is all a great thing to use. Of course, I'm not telling you to take advantage of it, but definitely, and they only pay you 55% of your income, so you're still making less money. But the reason they do that is just to help mothers who are struggling with their pregnancy, like how I was. It was a lot on me, but thankfully the government is there to help us.
Number 3 on our list is, as you all know, Canada is safer. Canada is a country which is known for safety. There are restrictions to carry a gun in Canada. So in Canada, firearms must be stored and transported in a secure manner. So unless you are going for hunting, you can use a firearm or rifles, but with a certificate, with approval certificate that you are allowed to carry a gun in Canada.
I believe it's called an acquisition certificate. So you have to apply for it. You have to get approved for it for you to carry a hunting rifle or a shotgun in Canada.
If you haven't done so, please subscribe to our channel and click the like button and leave a comment if you have any question,
as that is the best way to support our channel.
This is the top 3 reasons why America is better than Canada. Number 1 on our list is taxes. Now, it's very interesting that in America, you just pay taxes for what you use. In Canada, for example, when you use 401 highway, you have to pay for that because it's already taken from your taxes. While in America, if you want to use a certain road or a certain highway, you only pay for it when you want to use it. That's a big difference between Canada and America.
And also, there are things like clothing. There are no taxes on clothing and groceries. I believe there are only 7 states in America that charge you taxes on groceries. That is why it is kind of known that these states is cheaper in terms of groceries and clothing.
But this is only in certain state. Like for example, here in Michigan, we live, close to Detroit City, and I know so many Canadians who are resident in Windsor, in Canada. They go shopping for groceries or clothing in Detroit because they believe it's cheaper than Canada because there's no taxes or there's less taxes in America, in Michigan than in Canada, Ontario.
Number 2 is jobs. So it is known that in America there are a lot more job opportunities. However, that being said, because of the larger population in the US, the jobs do tend to be more competitive.
Number 3 on our list is housing. Housing in America, in certain states, on average, is cheaper than Canada. For example, if the house price in Canada is around $600,000, the same house in America is around $450,000.
So as a conclusion, as you could see, there are a lot of positives about when it comes to both countries. So it really is just a preference as where you want to live. But if you had to ask us, and we are being completely biased, we would rather live in Canada.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We love it here. And that is it for today. So if you enjoyed our video, please be sure to click on that subscribe button and be sure to leave us a comment if you have any questions. Thank you and see you next time.